Hey ministry team, hope you guys are doing good. It is another sunny day here in Central Phoenix, and it is really starting to warm up. I wanted to take a couple minutes to share with you guys what's been happening over the last couple months. So about 2 months ago, at the beginning of February, we had another adult league tournament, and it was just so amazing. We had about 100 young adults come out and play in our tournament, and it was just really sweet time for them and for us to build community and get to just encourage them in their walk with Christ, or for those who don't have a relationship with Christ, to get to introduce them to Christ. And so it's just a really sweet time. This is something that we're going to continue to start doing more often. It's really sweet. Our 2014 boys challenge team is wrapping up their season. It was an amazing spring season. They got so much better. They improved like crazy, but and got to know each other way better on and off the field. So it was a really sweet season to see them grow on and off the field, and to empower some coaches and to kind of step away from that team and take more of a leadership role and the day-to-day of the team, but less of the coaching and on the field. So it was really cool. And then the thing that happened this past month was just so sweet. We got to have our first ever camp here with the Phoenix Eagles. We had a 3-day spring break camp, and it was just such a joy to get to bring something new here to this office and get to start a new program. We had 20 kids be a part of our first camp, and it was really fun just to get to spend multiple days in a row with the kids and play soccer with them and share the gospel and walk through what it means, what the gospel means. And so one of my favorite stories from that is there's a player named Alexis who plays for our challenge team and has not really grown up in the church, but over the last year has consistently heard the gospel preached, and just really cool conversations got to come out of that. And our executive director, Christian, got to have a really awesome conversation just explaining the gospel, and he just seemed super interested. So we're continuing to pray for him that the gospel would transform his life, and not only his life but his family's lives. And things are just going so well here. A couple personal updates. It's crazy. Me and Becca are getting married in less than 2 months, May 30th. So we would just really appreciate prayers as we get into the final stretch of planning and all of the things that come with wedding preparation. Unfortunately, about a month ago, got in a car accident here, and my car got totaled. So we're waiting on insurance to let me know what the next steps are. So prayers that I'd be able to find a car to continue getting around and being able to do ministry here in Phoenix. And one last prayer request: this summer the World Cup is coming to the US, and we believe that the nations are going to come to watch these games, and there are going to be so many opportunities to share the gospel with people who may never hear the gospel in their own country. So prayers for the World Cup this summer, prayers for the things that are taking place around the World Cup, for the ministries that are using this opportunity to reach their neighbors and their community. And something that we're using here in Phoenix, and a lot of our offices are using across the country, is called Victory Beyond the Cup. It is a resource for individuals and churches to use to host watch parties and to share the gospel through the World Cup. And so if this is something you are interested in, I will link it in my newsletter, and you should definitely check it out and look into what it would look like to host a watch party and share the gospel through the World Cup games. So and if there's any ways I can be praying for you, please let me know. I am always so encouraged hearing from you guys and hearing what's happening in your outpost of the kingdom.